Time for a tip run. Apologies, Greta, but sometimes it just has to be thrown out, doesn't it? But I will sort the stuff into the right, correct places, and they'll probably end up being in the same pile anyway, right? Anyway, have you ever met somebody? See, I'm not a massive fan of small talk. I never really liked it. There's obvious value in it, certainly in certain circumstances, of course there is, but never been a massive fan of it. My preference, just in conversation in general, is to go a little bit deeper, a little bit more profound, if you like. And have you ever met somebody that enables you to do that? You never met them. And if you're that type of person as well, maybe you don't like small talk. But have you ever met somebody where you're just able to just kind of get straight into the conversation, reach a different level very quickly and start talking about things and just kind of feel, that connection? The last time that happened with me, I was recording my latest audiobook and had a bit of a break, and on the site there was a cafe, and it's a very creative place, so you got a lot of creative type personalities, naturally with stuff like recording and music and stuff like that. You're going to get that, right? But anyway, I'm sitting on my break having a coffee with a couple of other guys that are part of the recording studio. There's this guy that came across. They all pretty much knew each other there. This guy came and sat down, and we just instantly started talking about just, you'd say random stuff, but it was like, it was more, that type of deeper level stuff. It was more about not the surface stuff. And, the easiest example of that is like kind of stuff like the weather, isn't it? And, don't get me started on that, eh? If you're in the UK, you'll know what I'm talking about. We're coming towards the end of July, and there again seems to be a blanket of grey cloud, spots of rain, and not much sun, right? Very disappointing so far, but don't let the weather get you down. There's only so much you can control, right? Mostly it's yourself. We digressed a little bit, and we did start talking about the weather. However, the point I'm making here is you can only really connect with somebody as much as they have connected with themselves, right? So if you noticed, generally the people in your life, I don't know how many people you have close to you, maybe as somebody who is a little bit more introverted, somebody who is a bit more of an empath, as an example, you tend to find that you gravitate towards those few more authentic type personalities and people, right? And because of that, and because there ain't a lot of those types and a lot of those personality types out there, naturally you'll have a few. Maybe you got more in your circle generally, but in regards to people that you connect with and have regular conversations with, then it's probably a few within that. And you'll notice within all of those groups of people, the people closest are the ones that are able to connect with you as much as they connect with themselves. They'll connect with you as much as they enable themselves to connect with something a little bit more profound and deeper, perhaps. So it ain't all about just that surface stuff, the weather, what's on the news today, what's happening in the latest soap. No, it may be more about life experience, what it's all about, how you felt within that, as an example, how your current circumstance has come about and what it means and where you can go from that. That sort of slightly deeper stuff that, in my opinion, is really worth making an effort about and talking about, because there's a lot of meaning in that, and there's a lot more, in my opinion. We're all different, but in my opinion, there's a lot more you can get out of that slightly deeper rooted stuff. And when you find even if it's somebody you don't know, somebody you've just met. You can just meet somebody and you can connect with them stronger than you have, say, somebody you've known for years and years. It just works out like that, doesn't it? If you do and you're able to connect like that, then embrace it. Don't be scared of it. Embrace it. Your energies will combine, and you'll find with that combined energy, it will take you places in regards to initially the conversation, and then beyond that. But yeah, it's can get pretty interesting. So the next time it happens to you, embrace it.